So the dogs are on my side. I don't know if you guys can hear them or not. Licorice.
No.
Pizza.
No.
Outside.
Oh, now I hear
Now
it.
I can hear.
But now I'm listening for it.
And it's only when I talk though, because they're not even hitting
Yeah.
the noise gate.
And this is an original film, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Is it?
It's definitely not a remake. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean,
It's
it
not-
could
it's not a
be.
book.
No, I don't think it's a book either.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Is
that
it-
does like
Is
help
it nominated for best adapted screenplay?
it. We didn't even look at that.
Because
actually, what its
adapted
other awards
screenplay means that it's
Yeah,
from a book.
I forgot where that link is. I'm gonna have to scroll like 10 years up for that.
I can pin it. Hold on.
are. Oh, I got it already.
I'm still gonna
Oh
pin it.
shit!
Did you
Okay.
post it? Don't post
I
it.
mean, I'm on the site because I've been on the site the whole time.
Oh.
Damn, look at the big dick I need, James.
Yeah.
you just
So,
No,
gotta-
where's the
supporting
shit? you
I'm
have
gonna
here?
post it, bro. Give me a second.
Oh wait, Oh, I got what you're saying. I know what
It's
you're talking
pinned.
It's a
about.
nice little fucking
Yeah,
list.
yeah, yeah.
It's pinned. It's pinned.
That one. Let's see what pin now.
So, Licorice Pizza is about Alana Kane and Gary Valentine growing up, running around, and falling in love in California's San Fernando Valley in the 1970s. So, they don't talk about the biggest elephant in the room, huh? She's 25 and he's 15. Little weird.
Oh, going into this, because my cousin was telling me about this movie, and she's like, I thought it was all right, but like, the weirdest thing was like, she's like 30 and he's like 10.
Yeah, I mean, whoa, that's even further though.
Yeah.
But
I
I mean,
mean-
it is. She's what, 28 and
25.
He's 15?
She offhandedly says 28 in a different scene, but in every other scene she's saying 25.
So what I
Oh,
was
okay.
wondering about that, I was like, wait, have 3 years passed and he is now an adult?
No. I think it all happens over the course of a year, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would assume a year. Yeah.
That's what I was wondering
But
because I was
it's-
like, okay, because then I'm like, okay, if it's 3 years now, he's actually 18. If she actually is 28,
No, they end the movie and they're both the same age. Or no, they end the movie and I think he's 16 and she's... No, he's still 15 because he says in a month...
he's almost 16 though when he gets arrested. He's like, I'm not even 16 yet. It's another month.
Right.
So he's like 15.
Oh, no, so then, yeah, you're right. So then he's probably 16 at the end of the movie and she's 25
Yeah.
still. Really quick, though. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. Written by Paul Thomas Anderson. Cinematography by Michael Bauman and Paul Thomas Anderson. Edited by Andy Jurgensen. Music by Johnny Greenwood. This movie bombed, by the way, at the box office. 40 million budget, 29.6 million box office.
This movie was
Dang.
hard as shit to see though. I tried to go
It
watch
really
this movie
was.
and I couldn't like find it.
Yeah.
And it was like it'd be like, oh, it's on, it's on, but it's like, oh, 4:30 and 7:30, like some weird times where it's like
I'm
I'm
I
not
ain't got
rushing
time
on a
for that.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Real quick,
But
Coda and
Oh, fuck, you're right. My bad. Go ahead.
Drive My Car didn't have recurrent actors because this has Bradley Cooper in it. So now Bradley Cooper's in 2.
Of the Best Picture
Uh,
nominees, right?
Yeah.
Really quick, also, because since we're just going on tangents, Licorice Pizza, our Coda had a 95% from critics with 266 reviews, 93% from audience with 1,000, and Licorice Pizza has 91% from critics with 283 reviews and 65% audience score. This is the worst audience score out of this week's movies and second worst out of the entire Best Picture nominees. Oh no, it is the worst out of the Best Picture for audience. Because Nightmare Alley is second worst with 68%.
Oh no.
Yep. So, did you guys like this movie?
I did.
No, you first.
I loved this movie. I thought this movie was fucking awesome.
This movie's fun.
This movie is so much fun, dude. It's like, I was like, oh, this is so nice. Sure,
I
it's a
wasn't
little
expecting
weird.
back-to-back like fun movies.
Me either. But like, I think the people who are reducing this movie down to, oh, she's grooming him are wrong. Because she doesn't groom him the entire movie. Like,
And also too, it's a different time. Like I'm not saying it's ever okay,
right.
but you're looking at one, California. You're looking at also two, were they in the 70s?
Revolutionary, yeah.
California doesn't really have like, you know, that's more of like a southern thing is where people
But-
are trying to fuck like 12-year-olds.
No, but like the Hollywood thing, like people, Hollywood, like you see where it's like unfortunately for the young like actresses, they'll be dating, they'll be 16 and they'll be dating 22-year-old other actors. Like, oh, it's okay because they're both celebrities. So like I can see like it being more
I've never heard that,
Like-
but okay.
I was more thinking like, you know,
What kind of Us
it's a-
Weekly articles are you reading, James?
Shit. For
I
the
thought it was more
70s,
like
all of them.
Oh no. Go
like,
ahead.
oh,
Eric.
it's the evolution of love. You know, there's no
I mean,
number on love.
It's it wasn't the evolution of love. It was the summer of love is what you're
There
thinking
you go.
of.
'Cause, yeah, this takes place in 73.
Yeah. But like
I guess the summer of love didn't happen yet because that was in 75.
I think so.
74.
But like I don't feel like she's grooming him at all. Is she trying to make him
He's
Yeah. So that's what
he's
I
the one that's
pursuing,
pushing
sure.
it.
I brought that up to Jack because Jack has been saying like I don't want to watch a movie about some fucking 30-year-old trying to fuck a kid, and I'm like I don't think it's like that. And then having had watched it, it's not like that.
It's not
No.
like that at
She
all.
she says the whole movie, bro, we're friends. We're never gonna be anything
it's
more
only
than friends.
up until the very end.
But
The
even
same-
but even then, she only gives him a kiss, and like you can tell your friends that you love them. I'm not saying I'm gonna go hang out with a 15-year-old and tell her that I love her. I'm not doing that. But like she's almost a guardian over this kid. She's like trying to help
She
him
even
and like
said,
trying
like,
to shepherd him.
I'm his. Yeah, she said I'm his.
Chaperone.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Chaperone. Yeah.
But like I don't. She's not trying to fuck him. She's going out of
I
her
mean,
way
the only thing
not
she
to
does
fuck him.
that she's not supposed to, though, is like, I mean, she shouldn't have showed him her boobs.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that was a little weird.
I mean, the dude kept on asking, dude. She was like, I'm sick of this fucking guy.
but it's a pity thing. Like, that happens. Like, if they were the same age, he would be the, because he's like, honestly, he's like sexually harassing her the whole movie.
Yeah, it is
100%.
sexual harassment.
Like, and it's only because she's older where it's like, oh, okay, it's okay because he's the kid in the situation. But no, dude's a pervert the whole movie. And he even has like some other random girls give him a handies.
No,
Oh.
he was soliciting a handy. I don't think did that girl ever
Was
give
it-
him a
was-
handy?
It
He
sounded
said, I'm
like
gonna
she
pass
did.
the baton on to you. What does that mean?
Yeah, as like a oh good,
Like,
now he's gonna
she's-
stop harassing me. Now
Yeah,
it's your turn
like
to get
she-
harassed.
You're the new it girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't.
I took it. I was like, I mean,
I
he
don't
got
think-
money.
I don't think that woman was giving him handies.
I don't know. That
Does
man's
she-
always there and
Does
he got
have
money.
money though?
yeah, his mom owns a PR agency and he's a kid actor.
And he does commercials.
I thought he was over. Like when he did his audition, and like they were like, "Oh, you still got it,
but-
Gary."
But
I thought
he's
they
an
were fucking with him,
entrepreneur.
and then-
he's not spending all of his money on blow. You know, like he's an entrepreneur. He's saving his money. He's got plans.
Dude's a hustler.
Dude is a fucking
He is
hustler.
a hustler.
I mean, both of them are. Like,
yeah.
also too, like from her perspective, you also have to look at it is the way her family dynamic is and the way her father treats her. So it's like she may be 25, but she also is not mentally 25.
No.
She's a kid still. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying it's okay for 25-year-olds to talk to 16-year-olds, but in the context of this movie, it makes sense for her to gravitate towards him.
Right.
And also too, she's just trying to get out of her shit situation.
and clearly he's got his head on straight. He's been acting since
Yeah.
he was a child, and
Mhm.
he's like helping his mom in this PR business, and then he's always trying to get a business going. Like,
I mean,
That's
he's
a
always
very-
motivated
right.
to like do the next big thing. And also too, like when she finds out, like I'm sure she used to being lied to, and he's selling her all these big dreams, and it's like, oh wait, no, like we can get into this restaurant, like I have the inn,
And
like
he's-
oh we can take
yeah,
these trips.
He's making the dreams into a reality. He's like
Yeah.
doing it. He's like
Mhm.
actually showing up with all of this shit. But like, yeah, I don't know. I every time I think about it, I'm like, you are not even giving the movie a chance if all you think it is this woman.
It's
trying
the
to
same
fuck
thing they
this
have in The
kid.
Shape of Water.
Right.
You hear one thing about it, and that's all you think about. It's like,
Uh,
oh, that
it's just
movie,
the
where
about
she
fucking
fucks a fish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's like, yeah, I mean, the movie's layered. But also too, I didn't know that coming into this. I thought they were both teenagers in the first place. I didn't.
I also thought that they were both teenagers until Jack
Yeah.
said that. Until Jack was
Mhm.
like, it's just an older woman trying to fuck a young dude.
Yeah, I also thought from the commercials and the trailers, I thought it was like they were both the same age. But then my cousin told me, and I was like, oh, huh.
So I mean, Alana Haim, who plays Alana in the movie, is 30, and Cooper Hoffman is 18. So like
Mhm.
the age gap is not like it's the same age gap.
Okay, I was like, I thought so. His dad's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
The Philip Seymour Hoffman, and you know what?
Yeah.
This fucking
R.I.P.
kid can act, dude. This guy,
He looks like
He's
him.
so fucking charming. He has so much charisma,
bro,
man.
I was gonna give him a fucking down payment to help him with one of these stores. I was writing a check.
Yeah.
I was gonna send that bitch back in time.
Dude, my man's got the insider trading, dude. He don't care.
He really doesn't. I mean, I fuck with it too, though. Like if you're working the job and they're talking about pinball machines, bro, buy a pinball machine, homie. You do your
Is
thing.
Mickey Rourke still alive, or has he passed away?
No, Mickey Rourke should still be alive. Why?
So when Tom Watts came on the scene, I was like, "Is that Mickey Rourke?"
Oh, you're talking about the gravelly dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's still alive. He's still active. They say he's still an active actor.
It was so hard for me until the end of the movie. After I looked it up, I was like, "Was that Mickey Rourke?" Like the whole time.
The voice is different. That's the only reason I didn't think it.
They look similar, but they both have like weird voices.
I think Mickey Rourke looks older, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He's also thicker. He's got like a jaw
Yeah.
on him because of all the steroids. Allegedly. But apparently this movie is like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where it's like loosely based on actual reality. And so like Gary Valentine is actually based on a real dude who ended up not child acting anymore and becoming a huge producer who's made some of like the biggest Tom Hanks movies.
Oh wow.
With
I
Tom
think I knew
Hanks.
about that before.
And like the guy that Bradley Cooper plays is a real dude. The guy who Sean Penn plays is a real dude. He just changed the last names.
Dude, Sean Penn's character was wild as fuck.
He was a wild one.
I
But
also didn't know that was Sean Penn.
he was out there in the jungles though, dude. That's why he's so wild. He's like,
So
"Oh,
like I
fuck,
knew it was Sean
man."
Penn, and then I forgot Bradley Cooper was in here, but then I remember seeing the trailer and be like, "Oh yeah," because the Barbara Streisand Sands.
Dude, that scene, oh man, that scene had so much fucking Step Brothers energy, dude.
Yeah,
Are you fucking me? I'll choke your brother.
but I'm glad I forgot about it. Like since I've seen the trailer, because as it was happening, I was like, "Oh, it was cracking me up."
I think I've only seen the teaser trailer, so I didn't know about any of that. Like, I literally didn't know shit about this film. Other
That's
than
the one
it's a
trailer I
love
kept
story.
on seeing. It was always Licorice Pizza. Like,
Yeah, I saw
Really?
that too.
That's super
Yeah.
surprising.
When Benny Safdie showed up, I wasn't ready for that
Bro,
either.
I was like, it's our
either,
boy
man.
Benny, dude.
So when I first saw, you see the poster, right? And I'm like, is that Benny Safdie? Then she calls someone else, and I was like, oh, maybe not. Maybe it just looked like it. And then she's like, are you waiting for Mayor Welch or whatever? And then I was like, oh my fucking God, he's in this movie.
And he is, oh, dude, the emotional scene where him and his boyfriend are arguing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this fucking dude can act the fuck out of a role, man.
But you know the good thing? Now that he got help, he was able to go on to be a mayor.
He wasn't though. In
He
real,
was able to be
so
a congressman.
no, that was based off of a real councilman who
Yeah.
ran to be a mayor, lost, was a councilman for 30 years, and then when he was running to be the mayor again, he came out as gay in the 90s.
Is that why he didn't win or no?
No, he lost before he came out.
he forgets shit, dude.
He don't always forget
He's
shit,
really
yeah.
forgetful.
But no, that was a very powerful scene, though.
Dude,
Um,
there were so many moments like that though where I was like, God damn, dude, this real life shit hits.
But also too, it's like, and it just shows, especially like the time and like the way people are perceived and stuff like that. And that's why, like, if you like accept that this movie is in the 70s, and in the 70s, we're not in 2020. You
Right,
can't
you
watch
gotta
this movie.
change your mindset.
Yeah, you can't watch this movie saying like, oh, in 2022 that would never be allowed.
Right.
Because like, sure, it wouldn't. But in our first presidents who had like 13-year-old wives, like it's.
And we're like having sex with slaves and shit.
Yeah,
it's
like
a real
it's not
unacceptable
okay, but
shit.
in the time, if they did it in a movie, I wouldn't be like, I can't watch this because George Washington had a 13-year-old wife. Like, I don't care what this is about.
Yeah, I don't know. Eric, what else? Because I feel like you haven't said much about this movie, and you were really talking about Coda.
Yeah.
So I want to hear your thoughts.
I love the setting. I love the 70s, man. That shit's fucking awesome. Gary, like I said, his acting, he's charismatic as shit. I love the little cat and mouse that they would try to one up each other and shit. Like she would talk to his acting friend, and then he would talk to his his aged that girl that he ended up kissing in that room, and she was trying to peep in.
Yeah.
She's high
And she's
as
like, you know what? I'm
fuck.
gonna kiss someone random. And then she ended up, but then she was like, no, this is wrong. I don't want to do this to this dude.
But I think early on, it's like, so I'm sure people look at that and being like, oh, that shows this, that, or another. It's like, no, she likes the attention he's giving her because it's making her feel good about herself. It's not like she's like, oh, I'm mad that he's with this girl. It's like I'm mad that he's not paying attention to me.
And I think the movie does a really good job throughout the whole movie showing that she doesn't get attention from anybody. She is just another face in the crowd. And like every guy that she tries to be with, something happens, right? If it's the acting guy, it's because he's an atheist. If it's the Sean Penn character, it's because he's old and fucking wild as hell. Yeah. And then with the mayor, it's because he's gay. And so like having this guy who wants to show her attention and just, I mean, the kid really does love her, right? Like he doesn't really know what love is, but he loves her. And
he's
like
infatuated with her.
Yeah. Having him show her this much like love really does make her feel good because no man in her life has ever done this for her.
Yeah, you see how her dad treats her. Like we get only a couple scenes,
which is like
and it's
shit.
Like, yeah. So and it's like a pure like love she's getting. Like it's like he doesn't even want anything for her. He wants to give her stuff.
Right. It is 100% not conditional because he still shows her that love even when she's like, "No, you're just my friend." And he's like, "That's fine. I'm still going to love you though. Like I'm still going to give you all of my affection that I can give you," up until he gets frustrated. But then he's like, "This girl's going to suck me off in my office." So I'm going to go do that actually. Or even
like he acts like it like there was times where I was like, man, what are you doing? Just like love Alana. Like, what are you doing? But like, dude's a kid. Like he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah,
and that was some of the moments where it was a little more redeeming for him because it's like this dude is fucking 16 years old. Like he's gonna make
I was
stupid
getting
decisions.
frustrated, and like even now, like talking about the movie, because at first I didn't like this movie at first. I watched it through and I was like, fuck, man, like I really wanted to enjoy this movie. Like I love the setting, but then I was like, when it ended, I was like, I didn't like it. But now that we're talking about it more,
so what about what about it? Didn't you like at the very beginning then? Like what parts were hard to swallow?
I think just the whole like, what are you doing, man? Like, why are you being a dick to her? Like, I didn't get it. But now, I mean, dude's a kid. Like, he doesn't know what to do. And she has a shitty home life. Like she also doesn't know what to do. Like James said, like she may be 25, but she's not emotionally 25.
Right.
And I think though the issue too though is because she's always trying to keep him within arm's length because of the age situation. Like,
which is smart. She's being smart and responsible, other than the booby time.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. Go ahead.
Because I mean, because even so, she's like, dude, why don't you have someone your own age? And he's like, and that does play into where she's like, no, I don't want to see anybody else. I want to see you. And then she's like, she's so frustrated because she's like, no, I can't because I'm an adult. But then she's like, and then she gives into it because of who he is and who their relationship as friends are.
Like both of them go so hot and cold.
Yeah.
Right. But like, I mean, that's how it is during Will They Won't They stories. That's always how it is. Like people.
It's weird though. It's like also it's a coming of age story, but also like it's that whole relationship's going on, which is different because it's like if they were the same age, like it's also like a whole different movie.
100%. Then it's just a young adult novel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their age difference does give it more weight though, which I like because it's like no, there's so much more on because if they're the same age, they're together after the first like time. There's 100%. No reason not to be.
Yeah. After she showed up to dinner, they would have been together.
Yeah.
Like especially when like in the end he was like lady, and then he was trying to correct
old
himself.
lady,
like,
yeah, and he goes, "I mean, my lady." But I even liked that he was like, yeah, he is acting like a dickhead because he's a young guy or whatever, and like young people are always gonna act like dickheads. But it's super redeeming seeing him when they're laying down together, and he's like, "I really want to touch her boob," and he was like about to do it, but he was like, no, that's fucked up. What am I doing?
In this setting,
I'm just gonna I'm gonna just lay here with her and enjoy the time that we're spending together because
and enjoy her presence,
right? Which is rad. Like, it's so cool. Because I mean, if this movie was made in the early 2000s, he would have gone under her shirt and just grabbed her titty, and it would have been done with. But like in this, this movie where it's like, no, he's just a genuinely good guy, and like, sure, he had lustful thoughts about her like that, but like he's just too good of a guy to do that, which is nice. It's so nice seeing somebody
Shows
act like
growth,
that.
I guess. Yeah.
Or it just
Well,
even
and-
shows his maturity level,
Mhm.
right? And like it gives more weight
His
to him
love for her.
acting like an adult. Yeah. Go ahead, James.
Hold on, I was like looking at something now. I forgot my train of thought. Go ahead.
Yo,
But-
do you think they actually put that shit in neutral? The big truck, like when they were filming it.
They had to.
Dude, that scene gave me so much anxiety.
It wasn't.
was-
I mean,
oh,
you
I
couldn't
was
hear
so
the engine,
anxious.
like, right? Like you
That's-
would have heard
I mean, they
the.
I mean, they could have cut that out and posted. Come on.
How are they gonna cut that out, but not the surrounding noise? They recorded it.
It's an electric car, man.
Electric
I
car.
mean, if it was done, it was by a stunt driver. It's not like
oh
she
yeah,
did that
she
shit.
was
No,
not
yeah.
behind the wheel of that whip.
But that shit was kind of wild.
It was.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny though. I was
And,
freaking out.
Bradley Cooper's character, like,
Him kept popping up though was hilarious.
No, I got scared every time.
I
was
got
like,
scared.
oh
Yeah,
no,
I was like, dude, he's about to kill these kids.
he's gonna choke his brother, dude.
So why they? What's the whole? Why do they do that thing with the waterbed?
What do you mean?
just to fuck with him, man.
Because
like,
they're
fuck
no,
this guy.
no. I don't think it's because of that. I think they're legitimately scared. Like they're legitimately like, this dude's a fucking psychopath. We need to leave.
But then why fuck up his place?
Because it's not.
Yeah.
Because it's not like he's gonna be able to find them. It's the 70s. What the fuck?
But then he like literally
Yeah,
finds them.
But he never goes back home after we see him leave.
Yeah,
Like he's
that's
always
true.
doing
Yeah.
other shit. You know what I mean? So like, we
I mean,
don't.
he's trying to get gas.
I mean, he's trying to fuck Barbara Streisand's.
And those two women walking down the street.
So I'm glad you brought that up because it gets us to the scene that I wanted to talk about. I loved seeing that because it showed the spectrum of the men that she had at her disposal, right? She has this wild ass old dude who wants nothing more than to bone. And then she has these kids who she's hanging out with who they're just acting like kids and they're like fucking each other with gas cans.
Yeah. So real quick, I thought also I was like, I feel like she says. So when I first saw the 28, I was like, okay, has that much time passed, or is it like is she saying she's 28, so then she's older, so then she's closer to his age?
Yeah.
Like is she trying to?
Yeah,
and then
I
it's
think
like,
That's
no,
why
I'm
she only
25.
that's why she only says it offhandedly once. It's
That's
because
like
she
the
wants to
only
seem
time
older.
she said it to
Right.
Bradley Cooper's character.
Yeah.
Then no boy's trying to dry hump her as they're fucking going past the car.
Yeah. He like legit thrusts. He puts his
Yeah.
dick on fucking Gary Valentine's
Did you
chest.
see fucking in the pinball machine? You know that dude that was like fucking knocking the pinball machine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the end, there was like a girl in between him. Like he's still on that same machine, but this time there's like a girl like in between the pinball machine and him.
No.
And
I
he's
see that
going to
when I
go
go
the
back.
pinball machine still.
I don't
I was
believe
like,
it.
what the fuck's going on?
That's awesome.
It
That
was
dude
funny though when
fucks.
that little kid started doing it too, because it's like, bro, that's why we don't allow this shit, because these
Yeah.
kids are gonna start emulating it.
No. That's not why he did that. He-
Yeah, it's cheating.
No, he did that because he wasn't going to fight that old man. Like, that dude was going to whoop his ass. So he's like, fine, I need to look like I'm in charge. So I'm just going to scoop this kid up who's doing it and
No,
throw
I'm
the
saying
kid
that's
out.
what the little kid wasn't doing it at first until the other guy was doing it. What I'm saying is like,
no, I think they were doing it at the same time. You just didn't see him doing it because he was out of
No.
frame. Because like that's supposed to be what it's supposed to be doing. Like he's trying to still feel in charge, so he takes out the kid instead
Yeah,
of
so
taking
he
out the
was
old
like-
man. Because the
He's
old
like,
man
I'm
was
the owner. I said so.
yeah, because the old man was like, I said, get the fuck away from me. I'm going to whoop your ass. And he was like, hey, bro, I'm not a fighter. I'm going to go
Yeah.
take care of this kid instead. But it's not supposed to show like, oh, look, I'm right. Because he didn't even go talk to that guy. He just did it because he was emasculated in front of the other guy. So he's like, I got to act like a man in front of this fucking 5-year-old.
yeah. I mean, I'd pick that little kid up too. I'd be like, shit, you're there. If that machine's gonna get broke, you're not fucking breaking this other one, because I could pick you up. But it also shows too when he's like, man, like he needs Alana. Like if she was there, that shit would not have been going down. 'Cause
That's
she
interesting
would've-
that you took it like that, though. I didn't think that that's why they were doing anything like that in the scene.
But it's like so chaotic and everything's going on so chaotic. He's having a hard time keeping control of everything on his own.
But I don't think she didn't do much. We didn't see her do much like in the way of management earlier in the movie.
But I mean, if you see where she is when they're at the political office, like she'll go up to someone to their face and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you got to go." And I think in that situation, if she was there, if that happened, she would have got that guy to stop.
Yeah.
Who do you think
I can
that
see
dude
that.
was? That dude in the
So
12 jersey.
I think he was like a reporter who was trying to see him
okay,
with
that's what I
his
thought.
husband or his boyfriend or
Yeah.
whatever.
Cause I figured it was someone hired him to spy on him just to be like, okay, yeah, he is gay,
Right.
like, you know,
And
because like he says, oh,
alludes
you don't want
to
me
that.
asking too many questions.
Yeah, and he alludes to that when they're in the diner, right, or in the restaurant, because she goes, "Oh, did you know that this dude in the 12 jersey's been following you?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's why I invited you here,
Yeah,
because I don't want him to expose anything." And then he's like,
Mhm.
"You know, now you have to go home with your boyfriend," and then the
Mhm.
fight happens further.
And that was interesting when they go there because when that first came in, I was like, "Whoa, this dude's a pervert." Are they trying to, him and this guy and her? And then you find out like, "Oh no, it's because he's gay. He's
Is
trying to go
that
out to
what you
dinner."
thought? I thought he was just
Yeah.
trying to set him up with her.
I mean, it's the '70s, dude. I was like, dude, they're loving, dude. They're
I thought it was the congressman was like trying to fuck Alana. That's
Like,
what I initially
oh.
thought.
yeah. Before
Wait, the
then you
congressman
realize
or
that he's gay.
or Wex? Wex
sorry.
is a mayoral candidate and a councilman.
Councilman.
Oh, councilman. Yeah, I kept thinking congressman too.
No, he's a councilman.
I thought the councilman was just trying to fuck him. Fuck her.
I mean, that's what I
think-
thought at first until I saw the other dude, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool
and then
that
I was
he's
like, oh.
he's pulling game for his boy." And then I was like, "Oh, he is the game for the boy." Wait,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, everyone tries to like fuck her, but it's just like because like it's like, oh, I can get her. Like she's just happy to be in our presence, like because even her sister's like she's the worst looking one out of the family, and like so the guys like probably think she's easy.
I think her whole family looked average as fuck, but okay.
Nah, dude, her sisters I think are definitely way better looking than her. I mean,
She
I
has a
don't.
unique-
I mean,
she has a-
attractiveness
I don't.
is all
Yeah,
up
it's
to
subjective.
subjectiveness, anyways.
Yeah.
I had the beholder, yeah.
I'm all
But
about
shoot,
the
every
Junos.
guy-
Give me that Junos.
Every guy she comes across is trying to fucking sling that thing at her.
Yeah, but that's only
Dude,
because
you
they
know
think
what
she's
really
easy.
bothered me
What?
was like at the very beginning of the movie, the dude that was taking the pictures slaps her ass. I was
Yeah,
like,
but that's
ugh.
the 70s, baby. That's,
Yeah, I was just like, ugh.
it is
me
gross,
outta
though.
here.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to stop watching.
I mean, but Paul Thomas Anderson captured the fucking 70s for you.
I mean, it feels 70s.
Yeah, it does. Dude, oh man, 70s drip hits different, dude.
I really didn't know
Damn.
that's how you made water beds either, though.
You didn't
What?
know
Like-
that
What are they made out of?
You came,
Vinyl
you
was
think they
oil?
came shipped with water?
No. He's saying he didn't know the vinyl was made of oil.
I didn't know like what it was.
Oh.
Like when he's like, I don't know. Like I was like, I don't know. Shit, I've never even seen a water bed in like real life.
It wasn't about that though. It was more so him learning what vinyl was.
Yeah, it's more of materials.
Yeah.
But I was like that because I was like, I don't know. That shit could be fucking plastic for all I know. I don't know what that shit is.
I mean, that's true. I don't know why she was shitting on him though. I guarantee her at 15 didn't know what the fuck vinyl was made out of either though.
Yeah.
She was just trying to be an adult, at that time.
And I love
Yeah.
how he
Figuring her life
said.
out.
He said, "What else did he say it was made of?" She's like, "That shit's made from oil too."
Rubber.
Yeah, rubber.
Rubber, okay, yeah.
That whole scene was really funny because he's
Yeah.
like reading the newspaper, but it's just classifieds, and she's like, "Bro,
Yeah.
there's actual shit happening in the world," and he's like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, but booby movies."
Yeah, you seen it was
Oh,
like
I totally didn't catch. Like I knew he was.
They
I
were
didn't
all-
catch like that.
They were all booby movies, all of them.
well, because like the
Yeah.
one is Deep Throat, which is like the most famous like adult film because it actually was like in theaters.
No,
It was a
I
whole
thought
big
she,
thing.
Yeah.
I thought she was looking at the classifieds too, but she was actually like reading the news, and he was just like
Yeah,
looking at ads.
Because there's so many points in the movie where you see their mentality where it's like, no, because she is older, she will know things, but then she'll go out and do stuff, and it's just like, but now you're also acting like a 15-year-old, so I don't know
I
where
mean,
you're at.
but like, I don't blame her. I'm fucking almost 30 years old, and I still act like a 15-year-old sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a totally different mindset. Like, I don't think anybody is ever fully an adult, though. You'll always have moments where you're like, God damn, I fucked this up. Or, yo, what am I doing with my life here? Like, so I don't think her acting like that is too outside the realm of possibilities. Like, because, like, I still play video games. I stayed up until
Yeah.
fucking 11:30 a.m. or 11:30
Yeah.
last night playing video games and, like, drinking energy drinks and eating fucking Doritos. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
the-
no
I mean,
different
the
than
only-
any other 15-year-old out there.
The only issue with the way she acts is the fact is like that a minor is sexually attracted to you and you're still putting yourself around them.
I
But-
totally agree that. But, like,
But like her actions, even though they're like childish, it's not so far of a stretch to say like I could see someone at 25 also doing this.
Right. Especially someone who doesn't know what they're doing with their life. Like there are people like that.
Yeah, she's still trying to find herself. Yeah.
Right. And there's people like that all over the fucking place who
Yeah.
they don't even get a good grasp on their life until they're like 30 years old. And then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I think I got this figured out.
And if like you like work like taking pictures at high schools and stuff, you're like she's not even really expanding her horizons until she meets him.
Right.
Bro, when he says that to her, oh man, he's like,
yeah, well, you'd still
man,
be taking pictures.
if you never met me, you'd still be taking pictures in my high school. And I was like, what?
But
the
it's,
fuck?
I mean, but it's true though. She's acting high and mighty as fuck, but like she wasn't doing shit until she met him. But also, you know, he is still a kid. Like what she was saying wasn't wrong either. It was just that they were both being malicious towards each other for no reason.
I mean, they were trying to low blow
100%.
each other.
Yeah.
Like they kept just fucking.
Like
they
I said,
knew
they were all trying to like cat and mouse. They were trying to.
I mean, they were
always,
but they were acting like a married couple.
Yeah.
Like married couples do that. Like the married couple we're going to talk about next. They do that.
Yeah.
They do those things.
I mean, the bickering though, it's like when you get a close relationship like with people, like it makes sense.
Yeah. I don't, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, really quick. It is, this movie is MGM's first fully produced, marketed, and distributed film to be nominated for Best Picture in 33 years after 1988's Best Picture winner Rain Man.
Oh. And maybe that's why Sean Penn was there?
I don't think so, but I mean,
isn't Sean Penn in Rain Man?
yeah, he is, but like, I don't think that that's why they hired him. That's a stretch.
I don't know if they just have a deal with him. Like, is he in all those?
Correlation doesn't equal causation.
Yeah, sure. I also don't know who else is like behind Rain Man. Like
Rain Man was Tom Cruise and Sean Penn. No, it wasn't Sean Penn.
It wasn't Sean Penn.
No, it wasn't Sean Penn.
Dude.
Sean
They
Penn
look very
was in.
similar, though.
Sean Penn was in.
fuck is that?
I Am Sam. That's Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look so similar though.
They do look so
They
similar,
do.
but yeah, I also seen I Am Sam.
No. He didn't win Best Picture because you never go full R word. We learned about that from someone doing blackface.
Dude,
Rain
I
Man
can't
was,
get over like, how close they look though right now.
Rain Man was not full R word. He knew numbers, sure. Could count cards, maybe. Not full R word.
How'd you guys feel about Jerry Frick, the dude that opened up the Mikado? When he was like, yeah, I don't know Japanese, you know?
Oh, I loved
like,
him.
what
That
the
character was so
fuck?
fucking funny, and then he did a Japanese accent the whole time. Thinking he
So
could speak it.
the first time he does it, I'm like, is he just speaking English but like racist?
He was.
He was being racist here.
The second time he does say like maybe some Japanese words,
Well, yeah, but he says sushi.
It's all
Bro,
it's all
like, yeah.
gibberish.
and then the third
He says
time it's like,
kimono.
oh no, he's deliberately just like talking slow to her.
No,
like,
he's not
in-
even talking slow. He's talking
No.
with how a Japanese person whose second language is English would
Yeah.
speak English. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even talking slow, though. He's being just racist. Because
But he's
going,
like really exaggerating it to make it seem like, oh yeah, you'll understand me. It's like, no,
Yeah.
bro.
no,
Yeah.
but like he's doing that plainly from the beginning, though. Like,
Yeah.
it is like painfully he's doing that.
Mhm.
And then the second time, it only sounds like he's speaking Japanese because he has to say kimono. And he has to say like kimchi or some shit like that.
I mean, the second time is even worse though because then it's like, oh, I don't speak Japanese. It's like,
No, that's the
I was
third
like-
time. The third time he does that.
I was like, what
When they're
the
in the
fuck,
restaurant or
man?
whatever. After he's like, no, this is my new wife.
yeah, the new wife one. Yeah.
Man, it's
I was like, Jesus Christ,
But-
this fucking guy.
it was so fucking funny though, dude. I
Yeah.
died. I laughed so
It's
hard
not a
throughout
left
this whole
field,
movie.
dude.
Yeah, that's the best part though, is that it's out of left field.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I would have eaten afterwards.
And then fucking Jack Holden busting his shit when he
I'm
does the
gonna
little
eat it. I'm
jump.
saying
Like
you
that, he
really
does like a little
appreciate
piece
it.
of shit jump. It's not even like that cool.
Yeah, it's
And
really
then
not that cool.
It's funny though because when he like falls or whatever, and then everyone's like stunned. I was like, damn, how did he fall? Like, it's like he didn't fall hard.
No, but he's drunk.
Yeah,
He was lit.
but yeah, he gets up. I was like, oh man, I love it too though.
Old Leo's dad showing up.
Leo's dad.
Who?
Leonardo DiCaprio's dad, DiCaprio.
Who the
He's,
fuck
Is that
is
really
he?
his dad?
He's the guy that owns the waterbed business. Like it's like when he first.
No way.
Oh
like,
yeah,
these are
I
far
didn't know
out,
that.
man.
I didn't know that either.
I mean,
I'm seeing it now.
that was cool.
I mean,
though.
in the end credits when they were like, I saw a fact about it on Reddit, but then also like it says Gio DiCaprio like as the dude like at the end of credits.
I think the cooler thing was John C. Riley being the Frankenstein. That shit was funny as hell.
Was
to me.
that him?
Yeah, that was.
I recognized his voice. I was like, it can't be him,
No,
right?
dude, it didn't look like him because of the prosthetics, but it sounded like John C. Riley, so I had to look
Wait,
it up.
is that confirmed?
Yeah,
You're just making shit up, dude. I
No.
don't see him on the cast list, man.
yeah, it's uncredited. They do that shit.
I
all
mean,
the time.
having Maya Rudolph in her spot though was really random.
Yeah.
It's like she didn't do anything. I was like, oh, she's probably gonna be a character going forward.
This is just a
No!
banger ass cast, just to have
Yeah.
it.
That threw me for a goddamn loop.
I feel like all these people just wanted to be in a Paul Thomas Anderson movie, and they were like, "This shit's gonna get nominated. I'll take it."
Yeah, I mean, it has a
Who
big
was
cast
Maya
list.
Rudolph?
She was the when he was taking
The
pictures for
commercial
brown
and the
suit.
clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
assistant.
okay. Yeah. I
So
remember
she's
now.
like, "Oh, you got big. Damn, you hit a growth spurt."
That was funny as hell with the lineup, like all kids, and then him,
His
big as
big
shit.
ass, yeah.
I thought it was funny though when he was like, Three Beavers.
Dude, I don't think
he
a single.
repeated it.
I don't think a single
Yeah.
joke didn't hit.
Yeah.
Like I
And
think,
dude, she was pissed.
you motherfucker.
I laughed so hard when he hit her on the top of the head with a pillow.
Dude, I felt even when he got hit, I was like, they are rocking each other with these pillows.
For no reason either. Like
Yeah.
they don't have to go that
Like
hard.
you're getting concussed.
Mm-hmm.
But the beaver thing was so funny, and he's like, leave it to Beaver. Three
Yep.
beavers.
3 beavers. And then she didn't laugh.
No,
I didn't
She
laugh.
goes,
I was
love
with
it.
her. I was with Alana on that one, dude. I didn't get it.
Oh, really? That shit killed me, bro. I was sitting here giggling hard as hell in my seat because that shit was so fucking funny. It was so funny.
Why is it? I don't get why it's funny. Am I dumb?
Beaver is a double entendre for like a vagina.
Okay, I got that, but still,
So-
like, I did 3 beavers.
No, so the question was like, what was the favorite thing you've ever been in? And he said 3 beavers.
no. The question is like, oh, what's the next thing you're gonna be in?
Oh,
Or-
there you go. Yeah. It's something
And
like that. It's like the
3
joke.
beavers.
The joke is about he's gonna fuck somebody.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I was laughing so goddamn
Because
hard.
the first case is an actual project, and
Right.
then he comes to him. Yeah.
So
But yeah, I thought it was funny. But the John Michael Higgins guy, like he always plays these like because I was thinking about him in like Pitch Perfect and stuff like that. He always plays like these weird off the wall characters.
super
so when
not
he came
politically
in,
correct character.
it's so weird because I was like, dude, what is this character? Like, what is it?
He was awesome though. I think everybody. I don't think a single person was miscast in this entire movie. The casting director deserves a fucking Oscar for this one.
You know, people have brought that up of like, oh, does that deserve to be like people are like, oh, what should be Oscars? And one like they've said is like casting, but the only thing with casting, the issue is like sometimes the directors and the studios, and
Yeah.
that's not just a casting director, and then also too, like you have a great cast, but if it can still be shitty. So like, how would they vote for that?
I mean, it's easy if the whole cast comes together well and everybody does a good job. I mean, it would mostly be the same people who win Best Picture, I feel like, but that's what most of the categories are, anyways, is Best Picture nominees.
Yeah,
But
but yeah, it's one thing because it was like that, and then when they're talking about best popular film type thing.
I feel like if you can have an award for Best Editor, and like most of the times, a director's in the editing bay watching it, but
Mhm.
they're not getting an editing credit. Like, it's not that hard. You have a
Yeah.
casting director. That's who gets it. It's the person who's directing the casting process.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they deserve an Oscar. Like, because this casting director did a fucking fantastic job. Whoever it was, they fucking killed it.
And is this Cooper Hoffman's first thing?
Yes. I don't think he's ever acted before. Not in a major motion picture. Yep, this is it.
Yeah, his film debut. Damn, well done.
Yeah, he killed it. He did a good job. All right, cool. Do we have anything else, or can we move on to final questions?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm good. I think we relatively enjoy it. I don't know where Eric
I
stands
think
on
this
it,
was
but
another one where like my expectations were high, but the way we just talked about it now, I think I went from like my expectations being like too high and me ranking this movie too low to like, you know, in the middle now.
Yeah.
Where like my expectations were cool
what you
then.
what you writing down over there,
Who are you talking to?
Eric?
Oh, it's my list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's doing his job.
Dude, it's on my fucking noggin, dude.
Yeah, we'll see.
I know,
If I hear a single out of you,
dude, even if I know, I'm gonna be trying to read and say
all right, favorite part, James, go.
So
Can I get
honestly, it's my favorite part, and my least favorite part is that driving scene because like it is such a good scene, but man, did I feel like I was gonna throw up.
How was your ass feeling after that? Super puckered? You're like
Dude.
sphincter was tired?
Because my and I think my own anxiety like was really hyping it up. But man, like, but it's like it was so cool though, dude. And then even the little dialogue when they're like, "Oh no, we could, if I could get here, we could go right." Like, "Oh no, this is closer if you go left." And I'm just like, "Oh my god, what fucking way are they gonna go?"
The payoff of that scene is awesome too, though. When they like hit it and she's like stressed the fuck out, but he's just like, "Yeah, I can punch through a fucking wall." Eric, what was your favorite part?
I really like the end scene, man, where they're trying to find each other. They were going all over the goddamn town.
And it's like cutting back to every time that they've like individually ran to each other or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they run this whole goddamn movie.
Dude, my boy is putting in some fucking miles because he's moving. And his stance, whack. You'll motherfucking fall over.
I don't know what he was doing, man. He's leaning forward.
Dude.
I think his head was too big, so it was weighing him down.
Is that what you're supposed to do, Joey?
No, you are not supposed to lean forward like that.
At the end of the race, not the whole goddamn time.
Yeah, no, you're gonna fall over. His lower back is that'd be killing him right now, dude. He's dying.
He probably shed a few pounds.
100%. My favorite part, though. Do I have a favorite part? I don't know that I could put
the setting.
I mean, the storytelling, I guess, would be my favorite part. Just the way that everything was told, the way that it was written.
Soundtrack.
Oh man, the soundtrack.
It's so easy to nominate coming of age films when they do it right.
Yeah, because it's so relatable.
Yeah.
Like because everybody's had to do that shit at least once. So yeah, I mean, it's just everything about it was stellar. I just loved it. That's it. That was my favorite part, was being able to watch this film finally. And this was the only one of the 3 that I rented that streamed at 1080p. Everything else was like hard locked at 480. So like I fully got I don't know why YouTube was doing that to me, but like it was not letting me go above 480.
My shit was clean, dude.
For King Richard and for Belfast, I had to watch it at lower
my shit
quality.
Was clean too.
Well, I mean, yeah, but who's to say your PS4 is still clean?
Nobody knows.
Nobody.
Wait, you watched it on your PS4, James?
Yeah, because if I have it go wrong, I'm gonna get a PS5. Like I'm not gonna have it on my computer or my phone.
You wild as hell, boy.
Hell no, fuck that PS4. That's the only expendable fucking object he's got.
It's literally like half the price of my other devices.
Yeah. And it's already like 15 years old.
Yeah, so you already used it, so like it doesn't matter.
But honestly, I said because if it broke, I gotta buy a PS5 eventually. Anyways, I'll just buy one now that it's broke.
It's smart. That's a good plan.
Never mind, James. You're smart, dude.
You really thought that one out. James, what's your least favorite part?
Oh, I mean, me personally, the anxiety of the scene.
Okay, I didn't know if you were running with that or not.
But I mean, another scene I guess that I wouldn't have liked is I don't know, like honestly, because I really did enjoy the film the whole time. I don't really think as I'm watching it, because I'm trying to think back to it now, where I was like, you know what, like this is like it's just not working. Like I feel like everything, even if I didn't like a character, like everything was supposed to be that way.
And even most of the side characters were fleeting.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't like Sean Penn's character, fine, he's gone in 2 minutes anyways. Fuck.
I mean, the cameos came in hot.
They were fire. Eric, what was your least favorite part of the movie?
Cooper needed to grow up, man. Or Gary Valentine, he just needed to
Oh.
grow up, man.
I was like,
What the fuck's he doing?
I don't think Bradley Cooper was gonna grow up at all.
I don't think so either. He's done all his.
I
Gary
could
just
see
needs
that,
to
though.
realize what was in front of him, man.
But I think back then, I agree with you. But like I think back then, I think kids were kids longer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Not obviously. Don't tell me obviously. Dude.
Obviously, dude.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, it would have been cool to be like the younger friends. Like they're just fucking around the whole time.
They
had
are,
none of the
though.
pressure.
Yeah.
And they were giving out fucking free Pepsi at that arcade. I was like, damn.
Dude, you're talking about free Pepsi. I'm trying to save the world.
Yeah.
When she said she's a politician, I was like,
Bro,
bitch, no, you ain't.
I got so fucking mad when she said that. It was like,
Yeah.
you stuck up bitch. You ain't
But
shit.
he didn't even say anything because he can't even like comprehend if she is or isn't really.
No, I
So-
don't think it's that. I think it's more so that he's like, oh, you're a politician? Well,
Yeah,
watch
he's just
this.
pissed.
You be taking pictures in my motherfucking gym, bitch.
But then when she's like, you're gonna fucking throw up, like when the cigarette, and he just fucking gets it.
But
that
he hits
seems
that
good,
shit,
dude.
though. He like,
he only took 2 puffs and that's it.
nah, he really hit that ciggy.
Dude, I would have
Eric.
threw up.
As someone who doesn't smoke cigarettes, when you smoke a cigarette, even those 2 puffs, I'd have been like, ah,
Mhm.
ah.
Oh, wait, real quick. We're talking about cigarettes. Those little fucking, in Drive My Car, they had like those little cigarette pouches so they didn't litter.
I brought
I was
that
like,
up.
Damn. What the hell?
I need
Did you cigarette pouches?
I
Did
need you to start listening to the reviews that we're doing.
We were talking about the cleanliness of like when like the job and why
I
it
must
probably
have
paid
blacked
well.
out, dude.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, so James was like, yeah, I'm sure over there, like, garbage people get paid so much. And I was like, yeah, I mean, they have to be clean. They have to carry around pouches to put their cigarette butts in. That's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
I listened to
Run a
James'
tape
fart.
back.
I just didn't listen to your fart, I guess.
Thanks, man. That feels good. God damn it. I like lost my
Sorry,
train of
dude.
thought.
Sorry.
So what was your least favorite part?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Gary needs to grow up, man. What the
Okay,
fuck?
right.
He needs to realize what's in front of him.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, he will when he's 18.
I mean, but he did in the end because that's the issue. It's a coming of age story. He had to have gone through that.
Yeah, he
But I get what you're saying.
came of age.
Yeah, you're like he should have did that shit sooner. Fair enough. He should have grabbed that booby, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he should have had all 3
And at
beavers.
first, I didn't really like that scene, the boot, like where he was about to fucking grope her, and I was like, "Hey, man, what the fuck are you doing?"
But then he didn't.
And then he didn't. And I was
But
like,
even
huh.
when she like shows him his boob, that scene is super funny though because it's just so
Oh,
chaotic, dude.
Yeah, he was funny as fuck.
And he's
Can I
like,
grab
"Can I
him?"
touch
Can I grab
yeah.
him? Dude, in that slap though, like
She's
she really
quick,
fucking
dude.
slapped him.
But she instantly is just like, "No, I'm doing you a favor. Like, this is not a thing."
But also, if he was a creep, that was real dangerous of her not to close her shirt before she slapped him. Cause he could have like copped a titty mid slap.
Man, this should have came around with the left, dude.
She should have, yeah.
Front hand, backhand that shit, dude. What are you doing?
I don't have a least favorite part. This movie's not perfect
Damn.
because I don't think any movie is perfect, but I can't think of a flaw that I saw in this
Not
movie.
till you make one, right?
No. Then it's gonna be nothing but flaws. Are you kidding me? I'm like, God, this movie was fucking terrible.
Who the fuck made this?
What brain dead scumfuck bastard. All right, cinema scores. Would we rent it? No.
No.
Would we buy this movie physically?
No.
Yes.
If it's cool, 10, yeah.
Oh man, you know I'm getting that steelbook if it ever comes out, dude. I'm getting it. Would you buy it digitally? No.
No.
Nah.
Would you buy it in the $5 bin at your local establishment?
100%.
Yeah, at Voodoo.
I would
Why
not. Would you put this on in the background while people are over? No.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's a good
I
movie.
put
Anybody
movies on
can
in the
watch
background.
it.
Yeah, but it's in the background. You're not watching it. You're fucking doing your taxes as a family. And then would you recommend it? 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
It'd be
Dude,
hard not
everyone
to.
What
loves
do you
coming
think-
of age stories,
What do you
dude.
think's up with the
Everybody loves white
the,
people, man.
the name?
I don't know.
Licorice Pizza.
I really don't know, and I haven't looked it up, but I wanted to yesterday.
Wait, what? For the Los Angeles record store chain that inspired the title, see Licorice Pizza Store.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
Oh,
go.
it's a record store.
So this
Makes
motherfucker
sense.
saw the name of this record store and went, that could be a movie.
I
I'll
saw
figure
a
it out.
It was like the guy that does the ratings or whatever, and Robert Ebert, or is that his name?
Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was a joke. I don't know, maybe it wasn't though. But I saw a post and it was just like, oh, I give it 2 thumbs down because it didn't have licorice nor pizza.
That's really funny. Just a heads up, we are 2 hours and 30 minutes in, and we have 2 more movies to go.
Oh no.
We don't have to rush through these because I would really like to talk about King Richard. I'll be fine if we rush through Belfast though. Just a heads up.
I think
Ratings.
Belfast
Spoiler
would be
alert, this
quicker.
choice number
I
5.
think so, ratings. I'm gonna let you guys go first since I stole the
8
last one.
out of 10. Can I see your titties?
Oh man, fucking ass. I knew I should have gone first. James, do you have a good one?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. I give it 9.5 failed businesses out of 10.
Oof.
Yeah, you
Come
know how
on,
it is.
man.
Hey, you can't win them all, dude. Gary knew that.
I give it 7.5 out of 10. I can relate to these gas prices.
That is very low for how hyped
That
up.
is very low. I thought you were gonna give it higher.
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think I'll watch this movie again.
Yeah, but you can never watch an amazing movie again.
Sure, but if to get a 9 or 10 out of me, I gotta want to watch you again.
That's crazy.
Bro.
That's insane. What did you
And
give?
an 8 on a rainy day.
Wow.
So this is almost there. This is a winter storm.
You're
Watching this
your
shit.
scale wild.
Wait, their gas price is actually lower than
But
so
they were
44
running out
Nah,
of gas.
Yeah, they were running
44
out.
cents in 1972 is only $2.99 today.
Yeah, but we're not running out of gas.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
This
just saying they have gas problems. Like, I mean, we have gas problems. I had to pay 45 cents extra for an Uber.
You know how much it cost me to fill up my car the other day, man?
All right, so where does this go? Drive My Car, Coda, Licorice Pizza. Where does this go for you guys?
I
This
got
is a 2 for me.
Yeah, I also have it at 2.
I'm really right now. Coda and
torn?
Licorice Pizza are tied at number 1 for me.
When,
Until maybe I talk about King Richard, and then maybe I'll have the list figured out. But it
what's
is
1A? What's 1B?
No, they're 1-1 and 1-1. They are tied in every sense of the word. I'm not doing it a list. They're both up top.
Yeah,
They're sharing the podium. You know what I mean?
fair enough.
Yeah, maybe after King Richard, I'll have it figured out.